What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo. Welcome to my channel, Yimbo Reviews Everything. And tonight is my Sunday conversational show about life and toys. It is Yimbo Buys Everything. The funny thing is, it does feel like that, but we are going to be entering a late edition version of No Buys October / November / December coming up. But we're going to talk about that, and it's all good. Nothing but love and toys right now. So I'm very excited for tonight. I have, like I said, a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to see how much we can get through. I also have a new little setup for us. So real quick, I was going to bring this table a little bit closer to me. Ooh, hang on. There we go. Whoa, boy. Whoa, boy. Okay. So if you notice, I'm looking off to my laptop. I still only have the one screen thing going on. That will hopefully be updated soon. So when you catch me over there, I'm just looking over at the comments, and we already have some. So here we go. Rapid Sten's in the house. What's up, Marco? Thank you for coming in, man. Harry, hello, hello. Thank you very much for joining. Oh, my man Josh, that's First Strike over on, well, here and also Instagram. King Eternal, my man Eric, that is he's been on the show before. Again, go check out a past stream. Over on Instagram, he's known as Autumn Knight. Thank you very much, man. Same thing for Clintastic4. Hello. And Toy Addict 17. Oh, two just very good toy friends. And they're, I think, going to be going live with the Lazy Boys tonight. Lazy Boys Sunday with Thor 2012, Zach, Green Geek 88, and Blitzfig, my man Benny. So, right, you could let me know in the comments. That's coming up, right? So it's a little bit different. I have my little Logitech cam. And normally I've just been sitting it on top of the laptop, but I bought a new table. So now I have two tables here, and I thought that this would be kind of neat. And I tested it, and I think it's going to work out nicely, where I'm going to angle this down onto the nice new crisp black table, and the figures are going to pop. They're going to pop. So I'm very excited. So this is really going to be cool. So I'm looking forward to getting into the toys as always. What else did I want to say? So, man, I mean, I have notes, but literally the top part is Yimbo cancels everything, because that's what we're gonna get into. Despite all of these toys, and that's kind of like where I'm going with this. Con season punched a big hole in my toy budget, and like I said, holidays are coming up, so I have to be a lot smarter with everything. And I did make some cancels today, and I'm gonna discuss it because, you know, in this community, in the internet in general, in life, you know, like we always battle the FOMO, right? So I thought, why not be the guy that talks a little bit about restraint, just for myself? And if it helps and helps you out a little bit, then awesome. Like, I'm not going to be here to create FOMO. Like I said, I'm never going to make you feel bad for spending or not spending your money. This is just me and how I'm currently, you know, dealing with trying to be a toy guy. Buckaroo Banzai's in the house. Here we go. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, dude. So, you know what? Maybe we can start. You know, you guys always typically like seeing open toys, so we should fire some up, right? I am going to unbox some stuff tonight, too, so I'm super pumped. I will say, all right, you know what? No. I did a poll. Apparently, I'm able to now do polls on YouTube, which is very cool. So not a ton of people responded because you might not have seen it. But I put up, like, for this show, do we want to talk about Mythic Legions, McFarlane's, Marvel Legends, or NECA figures? See, that's for you, Autumn Knight. I did do it. And Mythic Legions and Marvel Legends tied. So this is my moose. I still haven't opened him. I'm still, like, on the fence. Like, I'm on the fence. I'm going to. We have the Mies collab. This is more so like a special thing because, you know, I got to meet, No Chewing and Toy Father, and a bunch of us, you know, did pick this up, Machu Toys, for the first time, J-Shot. And, so I love my moose. So I haven't opened it. I was going to do it today or this weekend, and I haven't yet, obviously, because it started raining today. But one of the things that actually that group of guys we all talked about is trying to do some other interesting lives instead of just, you know, you guys are so used to seeing me in my little nook, my little corner of my basement, that it would be kind of neat to take. This is definitely geared for outdoor shots, at least in my eyes, because I don't have, you know, the big crazy Mythic Legion dios. I have a ton of dios, but for Mythics, like, it's my Castle Grayskull, it's my Yimbonia. So I thought it'd be really cool. And if anybody's interested in this, let me know in the comments. about either, like if I went live one day in my backyard and we would be, talking and seeing me set up and laying on my belly, and we'd be discussing camera settings and more of the photography and some of the lighting because it's more outdoor lighting, and just getting into that type of stuff. And then this way people can hop in and whatever. So I was thinking about that. If that sounds interesting, let me know in the comments over here, because I was thinking about it, and this was going to be my first subject for that. So it didn't happen this weekend. But that's okay, because again, that just means that there's a lot more to talk about, and I'm excited. So that's going to be good. So the other mythics that I grabbed, and that's the other piece to this too, is I'm going to Legion Con. So anybody going to Legion Con, let me know. Like I have a good idea of who's going from like my closer toy friend groups. But if you are on the outside, and let me just say, if you're just watching me for the first time, thank you for joining me. That's really awesome. And, the chat, these are all really great people. And just start saying hi, because that's how we become friends, just chit-chatting. I'm the worst, by the way. Sorry for my voice. I was telling Rabbits Den earlier today that basically, if I see if I think you're over 30 years old in the toy aisle, I'm going to strike up a conversation with you. So if you're like one of those that just likes to sneak into the toy aisle and look, you better not catch me, because I will talk your ear off, but in a good way. So anyway, make new friends. Let me know and reach out. So I'm going to go over my Mythic Legions. And then what I was going to say is I'm going to Legion Con. And really my goal is to make content for all of you that won't be in attendance. So I'm going to try to, be live throughout the day, maybe talk to whoever I can. Obviously Lone Wolf Labs will be there. I'll try to get some interviews with Jeremy. Like I'm trying to go more as like a toy guy that day. But it should be neat. And again, I know Toy Father's cutting up a lot of stuff for Toy Talk when he got to interview a lot of these people at the ToyCon NJ. So it's going to be neat. But anyway, I'm going to talk to those guys as I can. And I want to get the exclusives. Now, that completely contradicts starting no buys October, November, December. So my plan is I have to hustle. And in order for me to do this, I'm holding myself accountable. I am going to try to sell and list new stuff, new old stuff. Not like I'm not flipping. I don't do the flipping. But sell, try to list some things that I have had on, hung on to for many years or a few years that are out of rotation now, and see if I can make the equivalent of those exclusives. That's my plan. I'm trying to be responsible, fiscally responsible, because I have not always been that way. Here we go. Let's see. So, here we go. So Marco, sounds good. Outdoor shots, my kryptonite. I like. It's fun, man. They're neat. The sun can really wash out depending on the time of day and how they're hitting, but otherwise you really get some nice tones. I don't know. I have some coming up that I took yesterday with my kids. We were playing. The three of us were playing outside while my wife ran some errands, and they were adorable. They were on the swings, but then they saw me on my belly setting up shots, and then it's fun. So I have a cute post coming later this week. George, that's my man, Agent Variant. Good for that discussion. All right, sounds good, man. Buckaroo, that sounds fun to do live shoots. Those mythic horses are so big they don't fit in any of my dios either. Trust me. I mean, like you saw, like I can't even fit that bad boy in the frame. It's gonna be nuts. My mom, is she really going? If she's going, I will go live with her so we can say hi to you. You're gonna have to pop in. Seriously, I'm not messing around. Let me know, Mr. I Hate Raw Onions. Realm of Toys, Frank's in the house. You know what? This is a perfect opportunity, if I may pause for a second before getting into the toys. I normally keep the housekeeping until the end, but I'm scatterbrained and I might forget. So this week, I have two excitement. So I have my 3 lives. I do 3 lives a week. That's my plan every week. Any more, then it's cutting it to wifey time. So I try to keep it to 3. So this week on Tuesday, to continue the new series, Yimbo Interviews Everyone. I started it last week with Pat the Collector, my friend Brandon. It was an awesome, awesome conversation about his photography, about how his growth as an artist. Diamond Selects has been one of our, conversations of choice lately. And to continue on Tuesday, this Tuesday at 8 o'clock, I will be interviewing Sir Dork. Like, that's a pretty big get. I'm super excited about that. So Jared's coming on. I met him at ToyCon, New Jersey, and he's just as sweet as he seems on his streams. He's really awesome. So the fact that he's willing to come on, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. And he just set the date, and it was great. So I'm super pumped. And then I go from Sir Dork to, I mean, this is one of my near and dear toy friends, Realm of Toys. Frank is going to be joining me. And this is not in a co-host situation. This is going to be the spotlight on Frank, on Realm, just like the spotlight on Sir Dork. It's just me picking their brains, just like I have in the past with Autumn Knight, Trevor, 1/6 Shooter, among many others. So I am incredibly excited to have these conversations this week. And then there's going to be Yimbo Buys Everything. We're not Buys Everything next Sunday. So anyway, thanks, guys. That's a little housekeeping there. Midnight Stars is in the house. You know what? I have a toy that I want to show off real fast, an open one. Hang on. See, I have 2 tables now. I am so excited. Oh, my goodness gracious. Real quick, there are still heads available. Whoop. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Look, this is my new setup. Bloop. How about that? I think no more issues maybe with the autofocus. I'm hoping. No? Yes? It's still kind of all right. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm figuring it out. There we go. I got it to work before. But there he is. Come on. Come on. Albert, come on. So anyway, my point is this is an awesome, awesome piece of art. It's for $25. That's it. That includes the shipping and all proceeds. All $25 because Dave is literally just an angel. Is going to Tuscan Traders, his family's GoFundMe. So really awesome. This is not quite doing what I was hoping, but let's see. Ooh. We'll get it. All right. Anyway, that was the goal. Coming back. Hey, there I am. That's the goal. Hopefully it'll work out a lot better. Maybe I have too much little nonsense sitting around because before it was working perfectly. I'm going to get that phone out of the way. All right. Here we go. So again, Midnight Stars Custom. So hit up Green Geek 88. He still has them available. He posted that to his story on Instagram a little while ago. So definitely check that out. There we go, Frank. And then, yeah, Realm. All right, Toy Addict. Outdoor shots I found are so relaxing, especially early morning. Yeah, I haven't done the early morning. But I did more of the sunset time frame yesterday in the 4 or 5. It's just starting to get to dusk. So dusk is also, I would say, quite relaxing. So yeah, good on you, Danny. That's awesome, man. Oh, first strike. He's messing with me. Okay. Either way. Wait, messing about the mom or the onions? I know you hate the onions. All right. Yimbo and Realm is such good chemistry. Thank you, man. No, we totally do. And in real life, we've gotten to meet many times now. Oh, Frank's the best. I love him. Yes, you know it. It's a badass custom, my friends. Clintastic, Midnight did an amazing job. Dude, I still need to shoot it. And something that I guess I had to come to terms with this weekend. I feel like I was skipping a bunch of collabs. I'm in all these great groups, and I've just been, I take a lot of pictures, and I try to do I try to focus heavily on the lighting and the photography elements and everything. And I got away from a little bit, I think, of the fun of shooting. And, I've been grinding with video editing at night. The stream, the channel, thank you again, everyone, is starting to pick up some momentum. And, like Frank always likes to say, Yimbo Mania running wild. And which I appreciate. Again, thank you guys so much for all of your constant support. And so it's kind of building up steam. And I've been spending a lot of nights chopping up the stream and blasting it out. And it seems to be working. But that's cut into my toy photography time. So I this weekend just started going for fun poses again and fun angles and just enjoying my toys. And I had a blast. So I think I have some really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. I posted a Kitchen Fights today. It was a collab with Misty Owl figures on Deathstroke. I also have some other cool ones that I've been doing. I'm trying to just basically help the community. It's what I've been saying all along. And I feel like, even though I'm not big, number wise, but I'm at a point where I feel like I can help, so I have all these like collabs that I've done and that I'm doing to just help raise everyone's profile in the community. And that's what we should all be doing, like literally. So, because again, we're still small as a community compared to the rest of the internet. So once more people catch on, I still think all the time about, hand picks and just the simple like coffee table stuff. Like it gets massive views because there's still so many people, millions of people that don't know that we are doing the toy photography, the art form behind it. And like, going back to, again, an interview with Figure Battles, the thing that stuck out to me was his version of why he enjoys it is the fact that it makes him feel like a director. He's directing cinematic scenes, and that's how I've always felt. That's why I love mashing up these characters in my Yimbo verse. Just like having fun and getting to tell these stories that otherwise we wouldn't be able to see because of licensing and the business side of things, and we get to do that. So as more and more people discover that, that's what I mean. Like we're still scratching. It's just scratching the surface of this hobby and this whole community. So super pumped about that. Hey, Toy Talk's in the house. What's going on, Chris? I'm assuming that's Chris. Thank you very much, Toy Father, for stopping in, man. Again, everybody, I'm gonna we're good about reminding each other. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Again, that really helps. So just a quick little thing. Hit that like button, and I would also recommend the bell because every Sunday night I'm coming. I'm also trying to post the streams ahead of time to set reminders for yourself. All of that type of stuff. I'm trying to be more on top of things. Like I said, momentum, baby. So go check out Toy Talk if you haven't already. Hey, Lago Figs. Oh man. All right. So my man, I will be joining him one day on Toy Migos, Chat Migos. So thank you, Dave. But he's a new daddy again. He's a daddy. Is that how you say it? But he's got a baby at home. So man, that's so awesome. And I'm not even mad that you went to Toy Chest without me because I know that when you have an infant in the house, finding those 5 minutes to yourself can be tough, and you might not have the time to reach out and throw up the bat signal. So I hope you had a great time over at the Toy Chest. Here we go. Can I turn autofocus off and manually? I wouldn't be able to probably do that now while the stream is live. Again, I have this Logitech camera. What I will eventually do is something that I've been talking about with Rabbit's Den is using my Canon M50 because that also is supposed to be for vlogging. So that's my next step is figuring that out. And again, I have a MacBook and with a hub and all sorts of nonsense. So I just have to figure it out. That's it. But I do plan on eventually going there. And then I feel like that would help a little bit. Here we go, Rabbit's Den. Yeah, we're all moving to YouTube. There we go. So Rabbit's Den is posting more toy review videos now. He's cranking stuff out. So there's room for all of us. That's what I keep saying, man. There's no competition. The only person I compete with is myself. And I've said that before, but it's just a reminder. If you just focus on making yourself the best every single day, then you can kind of keep this positive mentality. You know what I mean? Agent Variant, streaming and editing takes so much time. It definitely takes away from photography, which is why I shy away from it. It's fair. I have never shied away from the fact that for me, I have goals. I want to be a toy guy. I mean, I guess I technically am, but on a hobby sense still, but it would be really cool to do this in a more professional sense. I'm hoping you guys support that, dream of mine, but that's my goal. So I've literally never said otherwise. That's what I want to do. So that's kind of now I'm at this point where I feel like the show's pretty good. So why not really try to get that word out and get people, eyeballs on there. Next time I'll definitely give you a holler. Yeah, no, like I said, Dave, I totally understand there. And Marco's here, my other friend Marco with a K. This is Action Figure Dreamer. Dude, it's so good to see you, man. I hope everything's gonna be going well. I've been actually thinking about you, and I meant to reach out this weekend. So I will after the stream. I'll drop you a note and say hi. All right. So we talked about again the Albert figure. There's the head sculpt. There you go. Boom. Now, I'm really hoping that will translate because it worked before. It worked, I promise. So I'm excited about that. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? Oh, man. Should I go back to Mythics? I'll go back to Mythics. All right. So we saw the moose. These were the ones, and I just showed them off briefly. But, again, too many toys to shoot. Too little time. I still have to shoot more of the Atrocitus McFarlane Wave. That video, that unboxing, it was a live unboxing I did with no chewing last week. I did cut that together into a nice landscape video for those of you that enjoy watching long form content on YouTube. That's up there. So this was, what's her name? Hadriana. So this is the stuff that I picked up. I'm very excited about her because she has, this mask goes up and down. And then she also has, the head sculpt with the big, the long black hair. So I'm very excited. And to match with her, not that I'm super into the factions. This is actually really funny. When I was picking out my stuff and talking to Jeremy from Four Horsemen, he's like, so what do you know about the lore? I was like, I mean, I respect the lore. I was like, but I don't really know much yet, which is going to be interesting because that's something coming down the pipeline with the Toy Daddies that we're thinking about. Excuse me. So I just went with, I'm going to buy the ones that I like and then mash them up. And he goes, perfect. But I did want to get a buddy. So this is Magnus. Again, I've heard that he was hard to grab for a little while, and he just looks awesome. I have an affinity for bearded figures, so Magnus is super awesome. I got to start cracking these open, man. I really do. I don't know about tonight, but I do really like these figures. This is one that this is going to be the first one when I finally go to shoot, and I'm thinking about having Mossman up on the moose with this guy with like a coming at me. But it is Purplor. I am stoked. The Masters of the Universe inspired figures are really awesome. And Purplor, this is really cool. But literally, look at that name. Wait, there it is. Purplor. So silly. I love it. So just neat. So I think he's going to be the first, I think, of this group that I will crack open. And then the last one I got, it was a toss-up, and I'm not kicking myself. Again, no regrets, right? There were two that I had my hands on. It was the one I have here, and the Barbarian, like the Army Builder set. And it turns out this guy was like $10 cheaper. The Army Builder, I guess, because there were so many more parts and swappable heads and everything. So I passed on like the Army Builder Barbarian guy, and I just thought, man. And again, I know I've shown these up, but like they're so neat. They're so neat. So I do have to open these up. This is a future episode. I might, again, on a week where I'm not interviewing, if I have an open slot to do some unboxings and live stream that way, I think I'm gonna have to do a Mythic night. I also owe you all the Spider, the SP, if you were interested, but I do have a lot of thoughts about this figure, and it's so awesome. It really is great. So if you were on the fence, I was able to get it GameStop. So check GameStop. Now I ordered it as a pre-order and it was on sale. So it was significantly cheaper, maybe $113, which is still like, I know it's a lot of money, but compared to $125 or so on maybe Big Bad. Yeah. So if you can get a deal with it or add one of those coupons or reward points, it's really cool because I don't think we're going to ever get, like, this is your chance to complete the team. Okay. This is the show. By the way, again, if you're new here, I have a structure, but it's turned into me just now having a ton of toys at my feet, and I just grab stuff. So this is how I operate. It's also how I teach. I shouldn't laugh that hard. But yeah, sometimes like just stuff pops in my head and I just run with it. I'm that teacher that I'm sure you've had in the past. My wife found me Spider Noir. It was, what a wonderful text to get. There's a Target by her school, and I was already at mine, and it was literally about to start my day, and this text came in. She goes, should I buy this? I think I'm gonna buy it. Did you want this? Didn't you say you wanted this? And I'm like, and it was like a few minutes later. I was like, yes, please get it. And she did. She's like, oh, I decided. She's like, I was just gonna get it for you, and then you can always return it. She's like, but I thought that was the one you wanted. So I can do an entire Spider-Verse lineup shot. I don't usually do lineup shots, but that's just because of laziness with edit. But if I all kind of literally line them up, I don't think I have to worry about different focus stacking, right? Like that's the whole point, because it's all about the depth, all right? So let me know for people that have done lineup shots with a camera. Again, most of the time I just limit the amount of figures in a shot and just maybe put the focal point on one. And that's because, I'm still limited with like the amount of time I have to, be like, I try not to be on my phone as much, or, like I really do put it down a lot when I'm at home with my kids. I want to give them my full attention. You know what I mean? So here we go. Let's catch up on the chat. Let's catch up. Here we go. Clintastic. Just remember, they say if you build it, they will come. I'm 975's in the house. What's going on, Rob? Oh, keep doing those reels, Yimbo. The one with Galactus was hilarious. That's my wife. So she was not only my hero in finding me Spider Noir, but I had 2 reels this weekend that were both from her. And the Galactus one, that's now my most viewed. Like, I'm not trying to like pat, like, good. I'm proud of her. She went to, run errands. I was home with the kids. And that's it was what I was shooting outside with them. And I got the video and she sent me the sound. Like, she's like, this is the sound, like with the caption. I'm like, they're not going to know. And I knew the exact sound she was talking about because I've seen that sound before used in reels. I was literally rolling. And as soon as she got home, she's like, yeah, you got to post that. So good on her. Like, that's a thank you, Rob. She will appreciate the compliments. She is very proud of this. I said she's turning into quite the toy comedian these days. And again, all in good fun. We're talking and playing with toys. So this should all be entertaining. You know what I mean? Rabbits. Yeah, man. I'm very stoked about her. And No Chew's in the house. You got her too, right? She's a good one. And I asked Jeremy about I was like, can she ride the moose? And he goes, and that's when he's like, so what do you know about the lore? And I was like, nothing. So that's what it was. He said that because these are so customizable, like this just will pop off and then I can just remove the skirt, because that's like the rubber, like the rubber skirt. So that will come right off. And then of course at Legions Con, there's going to be all sorts of soft goods customizers and all sorts of customizers. So that might be neat too. All right. Buckaroo. Oh, one of my faves. She's awesome. She has a fur cloak? She does have a fur cloak. It's down in there. Here it is. Oh, man. All right. I know I'm super corny about this, but that's the goosebumps. That's my goosebump meter. Wow. All right. That's super awesome. And that's going to tie into another toy that I'm going to talk about. I might as well do it. All right. Here we go. Buys. So this is I think I showed him off previously. A little kit bash action I was doing, putting together what I considered to be, like this is going to be if I do like Yimbo's childhood super team. I put the Savage He-Man Hulk, the Savage He-Man head on the regular Masterverse body. And then this I borrowed from King Grayskull. There it is, the first. So I love this cape. I had to snip off like the inside. There's like a little tag, but cut that out. And it's wired like Mattel. I'm going to shout them out because this is really I really like the Masterverse figures. Speaking of Savage He-Man. Why do I keep saying She-Hulk? Savage He-Man. I found him. I didn't buy him because I already had him. $9 with Orko. $9. And that's tying into this theme of now restraint, because for me, I've been getting beaten over the head with how much money I could have saved if I had waited on a lot of these figures. I don't regret it. I'm happy I have this stuff. But the fact that even Mr. T I saw that was like $12, I think. So just the deals are there. So there's a lot of stuff now. I'm just going to wait. I'm just waiting it out. If I don't, if I can get it for cheap, great. If I don't, it wasn't meant to be. That's where I'm getting back into, right? So anyway, getting to this, I am super pumped for any kind of faux fur, real fur. I'm assuming not real fur. So that's going to be awesome. And I took him out because I'm not sure if this is still an active buy or an active deal. But I picked up Battle Cat finally from the Masterverse collection for $13. And I was so proud of myself because when he first was it's been in the store. It was $40 for all this time, and I was buying was picking up a lot of the Masterverse stuff, but I had, and this is just for scale, but I had the Origins figures. So right now, I ended up giving Purplore and Battle Cat the Origins to my kids. I actually gave them all of the Origins figures to play with, minus their accessories, because they're still very bad about losing little pieces. So they have the toys. I just was telling my daughter again, I'm like, He-Man and She-Ra, they're brother or sister twins like you guys. But here, this is epic. Like this Battle Cat, I knew he was massive just from the. Sorry for that. Look at that though. It is a big size difference. So I've shot plenty. Like these will work great. I have old shots of Black Panther, my Mezco riding Battle Cat, or maybe it was Panther. I forget now. But they fit great. They really do. But having Big Daddy Battle Cat, I mean, look at that. You can barely see him. That's it. He's hidden totally. So this is really cool. If he's still up, it was on Amazon for $13. Very cool. So I'm going to put him back down. I kept saying, so what do you guys want to do now? I told you I'm not going to unbox those mythics right now. I want, it's super tempting. But I'm holding off. I'm being strong because I still have so many other things. I do have unboxings that I plan on. So let's see. Great close of it. Oh yeah, Green Geek sells a couple for sale. There we go. Custom movie head. All right, good. So that's good to know. Like I said, Green Geek 88 over on Instagram or Midnight Stars. Hit them up. And like I said, it just not only do you get this great work of art, but your money is directly going to an amazing family and this is what we should be doing. The fact, helping each other out. You know what I mean? So you do get a little something out of it, which is not just a little. It's awesome because Dave, you put in the work, man. I have so many toys over there. All right, let's do this. I got my Villains Lair. So I have the Batcave. And I was really good. I have a lot of the old Mattel Batman 66 stuff from like 15 years ago. I have the Batmobile, which it literally says first, classic Bat. I'm reading it now above it's on my shelf in the box. But TV series Batmobile fits with 6-inch figures, the first ever one. The detailing on that one is insane, like so good. And it is bigger because those figures are true 6-inch. So the McFarlanes, I think we've all now, if you haven't had your hands on one, they are smaller. Maybe it's like 5, whatever the articulation is. But here, these guys. So I did buy this when it came out, I don't know what Target, whatever they called their thing. But it's really this is awesome. And I have the Bat Cycle coming Tuesday. These are some of the last, some of the few pre-orders that are still coming in. And I think I would like to shoot them. They do more simple stuff. I just haven't because, like I said, the Batcave I've used a million different ways other than as a Batcave. I've had the computers over with my Mezco Command Center diorama. The Batcave I used the backdrop with my Hall of Armor for a bunch of shots, Iron Man shots, all sorts of nonsense. So I was able to find the Riddler for like $5 once. So I gave him to my kids. He was the first one. And then I found the Catwoman, one of the Catwomen for, again, $5. And then I got the Penguin for $2. It actually, I scanned it and it said $0. I don't want to get anybody in trouble at Target. But yeah, so I paid $2 for it. And it was awesome. So that's why I felt comfortable getting these, because I don't have... Oh, it does have a penguin. Well, I guess I'm going to have 2 penguins now, but that's okay. But I didn't have a Batman and Robin, like the classic ones. So I'm good now with my Retro 66 figures. But this bad boy, we're going to open up right now. Now, understandably, you can see it from the pictures. We know the scale is going to be a little off, but just like that, there it is. just like the Batcave, it's all about perspective, forced perspective, and just having another cool backdrop to use. So I thought, as many of you, and again, if you're just a toy collector, let's check it out, right? But I know many of you that have been joining me for all this time are fellow toy photographers, and you might want to see what is in here before you make the jump. So let me know in the chat if anybody made that jump so far. Let's see. So going back, so Realm also, that's one of his favorites. Magnus looks like Kevin Costner. That's true. I'll learn the mythic lore with you. Yeah, I don't know anything. Yeah, Dave, look, so Mythics are picking up, man. Four Horsemen, a New Jersey toy company, still technically small, although they looked like they were raking in cash at that Toy Con. Roll the R's, Purplore. And thank you, No Chewing. Smash that like button. Appreciated. Gaming with Fox. Dude, I've been like just so again, this is my friend Paul. He is a video game streamer. And again, just enthusiastic, just really all around great guy. And if you enjoy hearing toys, go talk in the video game realm with Gaming with Fox. I need to text you, man. I've been like slacking. I apologize. And there we go. That's an amazing dial. All right, so here we go. Let's go check this out. Bloop. All right, so the whole thing pops out like so. And let's see. So very similar. Like if you don't have the Batcave, it has, like it folds up into itself, which I appreciate more than they know, actually, in terms of space. Maybe they were thinking about us little collectors. There we go. So there's a lot of little elastic pieces here. All right. So much tape. Okay. Really quick. I also realized why I was saying She-Hulk before. It's because every time I look down, I did get the one from the show. I'm not here to argue about it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show. It was just, to me, it was very, very fun. So I got her, and I immediately have a joke in mind with Deadpool, and I'm sure it's been done, or maybe other people made the joke already, but doesn't matter. I have this vision in mind, and it's going to be goofy. I just have to eventually take care of it. All right, so here it is. Oh, man. Okay, so there's the little elastic pieces. Let's see if I can. I'll just angle this down for now. There we go. How do you like that? Oh man, this is there it is. Look at this. Oh, and that's like actual, like that's a raised picture frame, and with a little cardboard thing in there. That's so cool. So that's an actual, yeah. Look at that. All right, so this is sick. I'm already super into it. Even if it was just this, which it's not, but even if it was just this, I would be hyped. All right, Jesus, elastic. What is going on? Oh, there's one more piece down here. Jeez Louise. Okay, 4 bands. There we go. So that's it. That's all of it stretched out like so. All right, very cool. All right, let's do that. Yeah, I'll raise this back a little bit. Hey-o. Here we go. Let's see who else is in here. She-Hulk again. There's my brother-in-law Mike in the house. Let's see. Is the logo a sticker? Yes, this is all a big decal. These are also little stickers. So this is raised. This fan has the frame that's raised, but that's a sticker in there, sticker in here, but a raised. And then maybe that is just a sticker. All right, yeah, that's just a sticker. But very cool. I'm super into that. Okay. So there's this. I'm gonna put that down to the side for it. Yeah. So many toys. All right. Whew. Okay. Pop more. So much tape. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, right? I don't know. Pain in my rear. This I did not. Normally, I do my prep work. I wanted you to experience the entire unboxing. All right. A vase. Very nice. What else is over here? Oh, sweet. It's literally, oh, this is so good. who else? Talk about it in the chat. Talk about it with me right now. Who else just grew up with that movie? I mean, I just actually talked about this with my Gen Z students that growing up, like, it's not their fault that they don't get references now, like old movie references or old actors, because think about it. If you haven't already, I'm just saying, maybe you have, and I can just shut up. But when kids these days, they get to watch anything that they want streaming or on TV or on demand. They have everything at their fingertips now. So when I was growing up, I remember watching hours of TV in front of a little 13-inch TV. And I grew up in my grandparents' Italian deli. I don't know if I forget if I've talked about this before, but I would, like part of my day after I would be helping out and everything, but other times I'd just be sitting and watching, and it was like miserable because, PBS would eventually go to not kids stuff. Cartoons were gone. So it was literally like, I'm sitting there watching court shows and like the 1888 lawyer commercials and stuff. And Batman 66, even though I was born in 1982, that was my world. That was my Batman until 1989. So they don't have that same connection because they don't have to be bored. They don't have to watch whatever's on. I mean, like, I grew up watching Columbo and Murder, She Wrote just because, now I'm not knocking those shows, but when I was young, 5, 6, 7, like, it's not exactly like the shows I wanted to be watching. I want to watch Inspector Gadget and like Thundercats. All right. Chairs. There's 4 chairs now. I do have some figures, obviously, around me. So we're going to try to sit on some of these. To have them sit down, I mean. Look at the safe personal cat food catnip. Love it. So what I was saying is Batman 66, that movie, the Batman movie, where, like, what's the line about the bomb? Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Like, this is fantastic. This gives me all of the nostalgia love right now. I am so stoked for this, even more so than the Batcave, because this is that movie. That movie I've like watched on repeat. My dad taped it, and I would just crush the VHS and have to fast forward through the commercials. Like, he taped off the TV. It was awesome. Look at this, the Riddles book. Oh, I am so in love with this. Here we go, the Joker shelf. Oh man, and yeah, these are stickers, but you can even see I'm looking at the screen right now. That looks pretty nice with the depth and everything, right? And we know with extreme sets and diorama prints, like 2-dimensional stuff can look 3D. And what's the last one? Oh, the penguin food. Oh, with the umbrella. Like, that umbrella looks like you can reach in and grab it. This is gonna look at these little stuffies down here. That's so great. Oh man, what a set. I am in love with this. I don't know how I'm going to use it. I guess we are going to have to see if, oh, here we go. Hold on. The desk with, oh man, this is where they were communicating, right? That's how they were talking to Catwoman, right? Was that it? Or what a cool set. What a cool set. All right, so that is that. So let's try to get this figured out. Okay. The big thing I want to show you. Let's see if we can get this to work now. Bloop. Okay, so the table here. And a chair. Here's a chair. All right. So here, we'll start with Wolverine. Wolverine, we know, though, as a legend, is already on the shorter ends. So he sits. Here we go. Slide him over. Perfectly fine. That is a great size chair. Yeah, I've had. There we go. Whoop. So that works. That works really nicely. Here, I'll just raise that up a little bit. So that works nice. Let's see a bigger character. Slightly bigger. Here's comic book Bucky. Oof. Man, I have not played around with him enough. His legs were cracking on me. Now, all right, with the flat legs, you got to kind of kick him out a bit. He does more of a lean, but that will work too. That's going to work. These chairs, I'm not going to lie, are actually some of the best scaling ones to like let a figure sit on like comfortably. Because I'm coming back, I guess a year ago or so, I did the Goku restaurant set, and those chairs are dining room table, chairs, and they're nice, but these are perfect. And actually, I'm looking now across the room, and I see a WWE sofa, and it looks to be the same height, and those are for wrestling figures, which are 7-8 inch figures, right? So these are great. Those are going to work great. An actual, like I said, the actual, put all this stuff over here. Umbrella, that's the word I was trying to say. The cat statue. So here's everything. There's everything. Super cool. Excellent. I love it. Here we go. So that's awesome. So that my camera idea is working out. I think it's starting to work for me. Very excited about that. All right. So yes, these are great. And putting all that stuff to the side now. Oh boy. So this was, and it was not just dropping everything. This is a mess. Okay. Everything's gonna have to get kind of tossed real quick. And that's why I appreciate you guys rolling with me, because you get it. You get that life isn't always neat and clean. But this is so great. I'm super pumped. Okay. Very nice. So that is a Yimbo Buys recommendation right there. I think it was $30, which is not shabby for what in my eyes. I mean, obviously I paid for it, but getting to now open it, that's really great. Here we go. Let's see, Mike. I was watching 66 Batman episodes every week. Still the best. Yeah, buddy. My kids have gotten into it occasionally. Right now, today, they actually watched almost the entirety of Batwheels. That is the, it's Batman and Robin are in it. Like there's the Joker's in it, Mr. Freeze, but the Batmobile and all the rides have become sentient. So AI, and they talk to each other and everything. So it's pretty cool. The kids love it because it's great. The Batmobile's name is Bam, and that's like one of my son's favorite names. So they watched all of that today. But yes, I have shown them old episodes. I have this movie on Blu-ray. Worth it. Yeah, I do too. A lot of cool props. That's what I'm saying. These are all in here. Now, this is where we might see if you were going to just shoot them. Oh, well, look at that. Okay, let's pop this down again. Not bad. He's right there. He's just at the top of it, but he can reach the top shelf. That's awesome. That's really awesome. So there. So it's really not, it's not like the Batman computers. The Batman computers, they tower over. I'm looking at that set or some of those computers in there. And even my Mezco Gomez is taller than the tallest computer in that set. So I don't know if that's an adjustment Todd made, but I'm very into it. I am so stoked. That is great. And I've been in this, like a shooting a DC kick, like I've been saying it. Like I've been back on board the McFarlane train. Let's see, Bucky can stand for me. I'm back on board the McFarlane train. This stuff has been awesome. This is a perfect segue to talk about my most recent acquisition, or at least unboxing McFarlane, which is Red Robin. Tweet-a-dee-dee-dee-doo-doo. All right. Rabbit's Den, you sold me on the set. Yeah, buddy. And then Son Loves Batwheels. Dude, it's so good, Santi. It's so good. So Red Robin, I have said it. Here we go. New 52. I was just referring with the Atrocitus wave. That was the last really in-depth. I was, reading everything. I was doing it all digitally. I have to get back into reading. I have to get back into reading comic books. And I need to pick a book. Just pick a book and start reading again. Because I miss it. And I'm an English teacher. But comic books, yes. The New 52, I know it was like people were on the fence about stuff and they did costume design changes and whatever. I loved it. I loved being able to feel, and this was what they were doing, and it worked on me. They straight up were like, look, doesn't matter. All of the comic lore, boom, we're starting fresh. Jump right in, and that's what I did. And that's where, again, I learned so much about the Red Lanterns, and I was all into the Green Lantern lore and everything. So here we go. Red Robin How about that? Now this guy, I'm gonna just try to get him to get in focus here. There we go. Look at him. Handsome. Love the hair. Jason Todd. No, not Jason Todd. Tim Drake. Tim Drake. I know my Batman. Don't worry. My Bat family. But look at that. And now, bam. Now, if you don't like the design choices of this outfit, I can't help you there. You know, like that's fine. I thought this was super cool. I gotta guess. You know, every time I say that, we should sub Mark's channel. So here we go. What a cool figure. Now because of the wings, he does have the upper torso rotation. And you can get some nice twisting, maybe not. Well, yeah, I'm telling you, Todd's articulation has gotten way better. And due to the wings, I don't know if I'm going to be brave enough to pull him apart and do the Dremel. But I also don't think I really need to get the shots that I want. Like if I just want like a bow staff, you know, type of shot, I can do it. And that's what counts. So this is a really cool. I thought the design was excellent. Where is it? Bloop. I like the shoulder insignia. He's got, now this is also in the picture, but yeah, this is just the blacked out logo. And then he's got another one over here. And just the fact that it can do this, and for a $20 figure that has about the same wingspan, I don't think I have him right next to me. Where's Falcon? You know what? I think I even took the wings down for both versions I have, but it's kind of comparable in size. It's a comparable set of wings, but it's all the one piece. And because of the nature of like, it's a harder, softer rubber, like you can get a little stuff out of it if you wanted to tweak it and bend it. You know, this one has a little bit of bender, but nothing crazy. And again, you can just heat that up to straighten it out. So I like this guy a lot. I like the new 52. I like the Titans, all of that stuff. So I was pumped. And again, I got to use him as my victim today in my Deathstroke collab with Misty Owl figures. So this was I'm happy with that one. Moving on to other McFarlanes. Here we go. When I bought Battle Cat, I also bought this guy. And some of you might yell at me like, what are you doing? And yeah, this was dumb. But it was $7. Yes, it has side eye, but it was $7. Yes, I haven't really shot the Batman figures as much as I wanted to, considering I saw the movie I've already seen it 6 or 7 times on HBO. But I do have both versions, masked and unmasked, of Batman. I have the Catwoman, which again, I thought, all right, if I'm just going to do stuff. For $7, I got the Penguin. Because I love Colin Farrell. I love this version. I love Colin Farrell's, the whole thing about him. I know it's goofy. It comes with finger guns. It doesn't matter. I can make that stuff work. The side eye is still super annoying. But I know it's been addressed. The complaints were heard. And now I'm at peace with it because I will just, I know how much I'm going to shoot them. It's going to be more when I'm inspired. Probably to, see the movie again. And then I'll just put something together. So, yeah, why not? So I'm not going to bother opening him up right now. But he's in my stack of future things to shoot. And now, this is going to also segue, I think. We're going to take a little midstream break and talk about some of the Yimbo cancels everything. So this is my final Amazon toy purchase, new one. I do have the G.I. Joe, I don't know, it's the Ninja. He's coming Tuesday. So the green Joe Ninja is coming. I did order him recently. I have not had a Red Hood. And I love Arkham Knight. Oop, there it is. I love Arkham Knight. And I thought these were amazing effects. And I know it's, trying to do video game stuff. And I know he doesn't come with guns. And I still don't care because I have so many Mezco. And I have, if anything, I still have Thomas Wayne's pistols for him. So I don't care about that. And I love this look. I love the hood, Red Hood. And speaking of, I just pushed him to get that set. Rabbit's Den showed me some test shots of his, and I already actually grabbed him, but I was like, you confirm my positive purchase. So I'm super into it. I now have a Nightwing. I now have a Damian Wayne. I have the Batgirl. I have two versions, I guess, of Tim Drake, right? Because the Gotham Knights, is that Tim Drake? So I don't have a Jason Todd Robin. I think that's the one that came out, right? Or is that also a Tim Drake in the gold one, the gold label? Tell me in the chat. Let me know. Let's see. He rocks in the treetops all day long. That's cool, Robin. But I'm holding out for the classic. That's it. Okay, this Tim Drake. Yeah, the Tim Drake Robin repaint. That one's ridiculously cool. It really is. But since I went for that one, again, just trying to stick with, and I did not order the Mezco Robin yet. I thought 95 was at least a fair price, unless you're saying, unless maybe in the chat you can argue that he used to be an $80 release. But 95 at least I didn't feel like was exorbitant, like for getting to be excited about it. But I just can't wait. I just can't wait to put money down for a non-refundable deposit on a figure that I don't know when it's going to come out. And I'm kind of like, it's a bummer because how much I love this whole thing under the sun. These are all my Mezcos and I love them. And I've been slowing down on acquiring them just because I'm waiting on stuff. Like Morbius should be here. It's October 2022. If I get Morbius, fine. But like they did actually charge me. So they're sending my Atticus Doom magic pack. And again, that was literally released when Atticus came out. So I'm just kind of overwaiting. Like, stop taking people's money. Give us, again, I support these toy companies. I want to give them my money. But at this point, like, I can't just keep waiting around years for this stuff. And I'm going to go back to a point that Agent Variant always says. He said it on the stream. Says it all the time. Reminds people. Just wait. If you want something, just wait. You will have a chance to eventually acquire it. And it's true. And let's see. That's what I just said. And then Mezco Robin. I'm scared of the pleather. But then again, a lot of Mezcos have pleather on their figs. Yeah, they've been fine. They're holding up. I don't try to go super hard with them. And if I turn this way here, they're all just vanilla posed. That's all I do with them. So it's kind of a bummer. I wish I could do like more with them, but they're all just, that's it. Vanilla. Don't stretch the material. And I bust them out when I want to shoot them. So I don't know. I finally got a Mezco shot done for tomorrow, a Mezco Monday. I've been kind of slacking on those. And just, I think I've just been like more sad. Just like I really love this company. I really love this company. So I hope they are figuring whatever is going on out because I want that Robin. I would really like that Robin. And if like it looks like it could be like a Moon Knight in terms of the suit. That's what I'm hoping anyway, because I can get a lot of cool stuff out of him, pose wise. But he's another guy that let's see, again, just you're not gonna get a ton. You're not gonna get a ton, but you get what the good stuff. You get the goods. You get enough to get the good punches, the good attacks. But then you got to put them right back into there. So let me see if I can get the detail on. Not trying to show you his bulge. Hold on. There we go. But that stuff, it does worry me in the long term, but it's so far. These are so well made. I'm going to always go back to, these are just really gorgeous, beautiful figures. And I almost put a hole in my cape kind of with this super sharp stuff. Like I said, their stuff is incredible. But almost put a hole in there. Almost stretched it out a little bit. That's okay. But if he's like that, if it's more of, I'll just, I'll show you the comparison real quick. Is he over here? My Thor, my Ragnarok Thor. Now I'm super pumped because I have some ideas coming up to use him. It's pretty soon. But with this torso, you just can't get the twisting. You can't do really anything with that. So if Robin's going to be more of a hard shell type of, abdomen, then I don't know. Then I might have to pass on him. But we'll see. We'll see, right? That's the thing. Time will tell, and I can wait. I can wait. All right, let me put him over there. Now we are up to an hour, and I did promise my wife I was going to cut things on the shorter end. So you know what? I think I'm going to. But here, before I do, don't go. You're not going anywhere yet. Let me show off upcoming streams because this is what this is what I wanted to talk about. So we are going to eventually unbox and discuss She-Hulk. We are going to she just arrived. Kate Bishop, super pumped about that. Now this is a wave that I wanted that Ultron so badly. But I'm getting the two. Hold on, sorry. I'm getting the two Moon Knights, the Moon Knight, Mr. Knight. Now he's not even a Build-A-Figure part. I'm getting Mr. Knight. So these two are coming from GameStop. So everybody that has them, I'm going to be waiting a few more months, I'm sure. And then these two. So I have I'm going to have 3 Build-A-Figure parts for Ultron. Sharon Carter, 2 years ago, that would have been slam dunk for me. But I have a lot of civilians now, and that's all I would probably use her for. So I am passing on her. And Miss Marvel, I know it's not the MCU version, but I have the comic version. And honestly, the Gamerverse. There she is. The Gamerverse version is better in my eyes. Not like the look of the the sculpts. It doesn't look enough. It doesn't look. This is a comic book Gamerverse version, which I keep saying. Sorry. But it's like almost identical. It's almost like identical. I don't know about the scan. I think they didn't come with anything. They didn't give her any magic parts, and the powers are different. This one, she has her OG stretchy powers. So there's this and the big hand, big fist or whatever. So I really do like this one a lot, and I'm just being good. I'm just trying to be good. So that's for me. So I'm gonna see if I can get those Build-A-Figure parts elsewhere. I'm just gonna remind you again. This was a this was a New York Comic Con Deadpool. I want to crack open. I did get Hawkeye. So like I said, I have 3 Build-A-Figure because I thought Moon Knight was going to be one, but they did load him up with some accessories. And then I've talked about Krang. So these are going to be soon on the show. I'll be able to give you more thoughts on that. I think, man, I was going to talk about these guys. Let me see if I can put this down real quick. I'm just going to tell you because this set is out. And I will say it's been nice I guess Hasbro. I mean, we kind of know they were feeling the heat with the price increases. But this was a Snake Eyes I really, really wanted. And he lives up to the hype in my eyes. You can see the color scheme, which I like. I like this a lot. I like the black pants because this is basically the first release Snake Eyes, who I loved, but with these like different, beige parts, or not beige, brown. And he has this awesome shawl, like neck scarf that came with Stalker too. And talking to Agent Gomez over here on YouTube, it's Play Wit Toys, and he showed me that he cut away and sanded down because it's very chunky in here, very chunky. So, and then I had to heat it, but I just heated it up for now to kind of squish this flatter. That was my one knock. That when you put it on, it was sitting high. I take the bandolier off to put the scarf on. So it's like I feel like I'm getting 2 different looks out of this. And Timber, I finally have a Timber, and I love it. I love Timber. I was getting him before. Where's the camera? Come on. And let me put him back in. Is he coming back in frame? Ay, come on, camera. Okay. Timber. Look at this bad boy. Whew. And now here's what's awesome about him. Literally everything is so articulate. The legs can splay out. Look at all the different pieces here. Like all the different articulation points. Boom, boom, right? It's here, here, here. It comes in and out. He rotates just like Fiona does. I mean, this is again, Joe, the animals that who is it? Freedom, Fiona, and Timber are amazing. And then he comes with the different head. So great. So great. Snake Eyes also is loaded with parts here. So he actually has different hands, which is also great that Joe's are starting to do that. At least with, I don't care if they're doing it with the 2-packs or deluxe, but that's great. That one comes with a Ninja Star. He's got an open chop hands, and then just more guns and more guns. I mean, this is a really, really, really great set. So I thought the value was great. And I was referencing Hasbro maybe feeling the hurt because anything that I ordered on Amazon that's Hasbro related I was getting refunded, or like I was getting lowered pricing. So I don't know if that's the case with you guys. You were seeing that too. But any of those $26 figures were now $22. And this set, I think, dropped in price as well. So that's makes me very happy. I was like, hey, that's some goodwill right there. I appreciate, like, maybe if they're learning a lesson. Again, we are people. We are meant to learn and grow. And a company can do that too. So, I was never, that's why it's never, none of this is worth getting upset about. Just buy what you like, and don't buy what you don't like. And if you don't think a price is worth it, then that's fine. But now it feels like they're making some adjustments. So that makes me, super pumped. And let's see, when we get back in here. So Rabbit said, yeah, Mezco, new love, dude. And that's the thing. I mean, when you first dive in, I bought everything that was Mezco related that I can get my hands on. And now I'm just, I have a nice collection of figures, and I just basically like force myself into like shooting a Mezco month. That's kind of like what I have to do. Probably with all this stuff, to be perfectly honest. Let's see. Say, Mark, I have 3 now. Wait, no joking. Which were the 3? You actually, I know you had Jon Stewart. Which other ones did you get? I know you were in talks about stuff. And I do not need Snake Eyes 00 anymore. All right, real quick. I did want to show off 2 more. I'm not gonna I was gonna unbox them, but like I said, with the time, I want to make sure I have some wifey time. So I picked up some Diamond Selects. So here's Colossus. Super stoked about him. I will be doing some unboxing and maybe some unboxing reels now that I am showing them off here. I'm going to do some unboxing reels / TikTok. So again, you can follow me over there, and also shorts over here on YouTube. And I love Colossus. Now, did I totally need him? This is how much I like Colossus. I have 3 versions. I'm trying to currently sell my old Toy Biz Classics one on eBay. But this is I love this. This is from the 2-pack with Juggernaut. I do love this Marvel Legend one. But hey, why not? I like how he is bigger. Diamond Selects are like 7-inch figures. So I'm super stoked about getting into Selects because I've had some already. I had a Carnage, who's amazing. And I know that they're bigger. But Carnage, I never cared. Even though technically, Venom is more of like the bigger hulking guy. But I had the Captain Marvel. And my John Wick, who I recently posted with Cox Create from Toy Talk. So I'm going to start, now that I'm like back into McFarlane's, instead of being upset about like, I can't scale Legends and McFarlane's, which I complained. I know. I'm guilty of it. I'm sorry. Complaining about that for so long. Now, I'm just going to I'm going to get some Selects and just match them up with McFarlane's. I'll just do that game instead. So very excited. And then I mentioned him. And yes, do I need another Venom? I love Venom, man. Venom. Yeah, I got him. He's up on Big Bad, just so you know. But I love Venom. And I don't have, I have the movie version, which I love. That Buck, I love it. And currently, my buddy Dan, Captain 1134, is borrowing him right now. So he's been posting a bunch of great shots with him. And I love that figure, and I love those 2 head sculpts, and I love that they can be used on the comic version, the 2-pack with Null. So I think I showed that off when I discussed them. So I'm very stoked, and when Dan, take your time. I don't need it right away, but it's nice to have 4 distinct heads, and honestly, the movie heads even have a better look for that comic. Like really, like that Buck just needed the classic Venom paint. But I didn't have a face sculpt with Eddie. And that's what I was going to get into with my cancels everything. But I'm going to wait on that. I'm looking down at my notes. I'm going to wait on that discussion now just because of the time. But I did cancel that Symbiote 3-pack. I had it, ordered on Amazon, and I just axed it. It was, it kind of hurt because, like, when you see currently unavailable, like, the collector in me is like, oh, but someone else will now get an opportunity to buy it at retail, and that will enjoy it. I wasn't going to shoot the big other guy. I already have Monster Venom up there. I don't even know that guy's name. And then the female symbiote, I don't know her either. So I was just going to get him for the Venom because of the butterfly shoulders and that other head sculpt. And then I said, forget that. I saved myself a lot of money, and now I have Venom that will go so well with my Carnage. And I'm just very excited. So I was going to unbox those and get to a little more detail, but we'll just have to do some other stuff during the week. No big deal. No big deal, everybody. So seriously, as always, whether you're, this is your first time watching or if you've been here before, I always say it, but really, really, truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening to me talk about toys. That means so much. Your support is so much, greatly appreciated as always. Thank you guys so much. I will just mention this one last thing because it's not like a big thing at all. It's just as if you're fans of the YTG pick bar, because things are going, and again, I still have the same amount of time in a week to do toy stuff. I'm actually scaling back. So I'm doing like a not permanent, but like a stepping back. The name's still staying the same. I will still be jumping in when I can, but I'm a father and a teacher, and the toy stuff currently, even though I want it to be a profession, is still a hobby. And out of the stuff that I need to kind of focus on in the toy realm, I'm trying to focus on the stream and doing these interviews, and then again, just trying to help raise everyone's profile. And I just felt like I was, if you've been watching any of the Pick Bar episodes, it's been hit or miss for me for a while because my kids get sick in the fall, and Wednesdays have been, tough. And it was just easier for this way. The lazy boys can kind of just run the show. They don't have to feel like they're dependent on, or be feeling let down if I had to back out on a random night. And I'm, obviously going to be cheering on and looking at it, watching and like I said, participating when I can. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that it's just me scaling back in some, just trying to shift around toy priorities. So I hope you understand. And again, we're all buddies, and it's not anything like that. It's just, I can't live at this is my show. These are my streams. So if my kids get sick, or if I get sick, or something happens, I can just cancel it. And like I said, if, being that I'm not the one running that, I just felt like after, basically going through another tough fall with, kids getting sick and everything, that it's just easier to just kind of back away. And this way they can focus on it. I could just hop in and all of that. So that's all. I just wanted to mention it in case you, as a fan of maybe this stream, or, watch my friends over there. That's why. That's all. That's no big deal. All right. So again, I appreciate the support and understanding that, I'm trying to make as much content for you guys, if you're enjoying it, as I can in a week. And I don't know. We'll see where we go from here. The future, like I keep saying, for all of us, the future is very bright. If you want to stick to this as a hobby, awesome. It's the best hobby in the world. I've played baseball. I got into selvage denim for a little while, raw denim. That was a hobby for a while. I could just rattle up all the dumb hobbies I've had. Toys and doing this toy photography is the greatest thing ever. And this is my personality now for the rest of my life. So I want to make this a thing, and I appreciate, like I said, your understanding and support. Midnight Stars, Marvel Select Colossus fits perfectly with Marvel Legends. He's towering like he's supposed to. That was another reason, fit in with McFarlane's, but also that I thought he should be bigger. And then here we go. I have an anti-venom for sale if you need. Interesting. I will keep you in mind, Lago. You have not taken any of my money in a while. So, all right, everybody, that's going to be it. Thank you again so much for everything. And I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Let me know in the comments, what you want me to talk about in the future, what you enjoyed tonight, what you'd like to see me change. Again, I'm just trying out new different things and just trying to make the stream better every week if I can. Again, competing against myself. That's all I can do, right? So that's it, everybody. This is just one man's journey from the toy aisle. And I'm signing off. Peace. See ya.